What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday over here, Labor Day if you're in the US. Hope you guys got to spend some time with your friends and family. I know I did over the past 2 days, so not just looking at crypto charts here for me. On this post, though, we're going to be taking a look into Stellar, XLM, and seeing if there's potential upside that could be coming. Going to be taking a look into some upwards price targets as well as downwards price targets and some key levels it will take to get to either of those price targets. Going to be giving you guys my personal opinion and sentiment on this market later in this video, so make sure to stay around. Right now, Bitcoin is at about that 26K level, right below it, very close to a possible breakdown. Going to be talking about how that could potentially affect the overall crypto markets, which it could have a very big effect, in my opinion. Now, what I'm saying here is not financial advice. It's purely my sole opinion on this market. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an elite trader of any sort, even though I am a profitable trader who's managed to keep most of my profits during the last bear markets. And I am looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, do hit that like, hit that subscribe button for me, and let's get right into the charts. So currently we do have XLM here at about 12.4 cents, up about 5% today. So pretty good move here for XLM, pretty big altcoin. So that's a pretty decent move, especially in a market like this, right? Let's take a look into what could be going on in XLM here. I am going to be updating from my previous post on this coin as well. So if you guys haven't seen my previous post and want to see what I have said last time, you guys can take a look from my channel. It is there. But on this 3-day time frame here, I can see pretty clearly a breakout of this falling wedge pattern, which I'm pretty sure I've talked about. So this falling wedge pattern, falling wedges usually break to the upside, usually, okay? Not absolutely, but it did break to the upside here. Now we can actually take a measure target from the breakout point, which was, in my opinion, it would be the last 3-day candle here on September 1st, 2023. And then basically, if we just put the measurement on top of the breakout point, that will give us an estimate of the measure targets, which would put the price action to about 18.56 cents area. Okay, not exact value, but area. That's how I look at it. Okay. So that is basically the measure targets. Now, measure targets are estimates only. It's not an automatic movement to that level. Okay. It could be over, under, and it does not have to get there right away, which it's usually the case, especially if we are on a higher time frame, right? So take that with a grain of salt. Do your own due diligence and research on what I have just really said. Falling wedges, all these trading terms, right? They're open knowledge on the internet. Go ahead and verify them yourself. Understand the ideas, because I think the main takeaway here is to learn technical analysis yourself, because I'm pretty sure you're here because you're interested in looking at charts and not just looking at the news or the price, right? That's how you become independent on how to trade in this market. That's how I do it, right? So do pay attention to what the charts are doing, some of the concepts that are being discussed here. Now, let's take a look into some key price levels for the upside here that could be acting as resistance, right? Because when we're talking about going to the upside, we're talking about some key levels that the price action could get rejected or hit a pullback, okay? So first of all, major moving averages on this time frame, it'll be the 3-day 200. We still have 2 more days, over 2 days left on this 3-day candle, and yet we are still above this 3-day 200 SMA, which is the orange line, but we still have 2 more days to go. So let's see how this candle closes. Okay. We also have the 3-day 21 SMA, which is the blue line, that is upward sloping. Okay, that could be acting as resistance on the way up. So expect some sell pressure coming from that. Now, let's go ahead and go to the daily time frame. Okay. Daily time frame, we are above the daily 21 SMA, and the daily candle closes in about 5 hours. Daily 50 SMA is the gray line here at about 13.56 cents area. Weekly 200 is basically the next level of resistance for this weekly time frame, which is the orange line at about 17.4 cents area. We are above the weekly 21 and the weekly 50, which are the blue line and the gray line here. So don't not too much to worry about the supports, as resistances, because we're above them, right? On the monthly time frame, we are below both the moving averages that we have here, which is the monthly 21, currently at about 12.7 cents area, and then the monthly 50 would be about 16.3 cents area, which is the gray line here. So quite a bit of resistance going upwards from this monthly time frame here. So that's basically the upside story of Stellar here. Let's take a look into the downside. Okay, always got to consider the downside if we're trading in this market, because myself, I am not a permanent bull or bear. I take a look at the setup, and then I decide on what is the best course of action. Okay, let's take a look into the daily time frame here. So basically the next key level down, if the price action breaks back into this pattern, right, that would not look good. Even though this pattern is running out of room, right? Then if this pattern runs out of room and price action actually breaks down, first key level here I'll be looking at would be the daily 200 SMA, which is at about 10.4 cents area. The 3-day 50 SMA at about 11 cents area. Weekly 21 at about 11 cents area. Weekly 50 at about 10 cents area. So quite a bit of support between 10 and 11 cents area. Where I would expect the price action to bounce if the price action was to break down. Now, a bounce does not necessarily mean a bounce, that would take the price action further up. It could be a bounce before it continues downwards as well. So you really have to refresh your charts on the lower time frames to see if it gives you any hints on if the bounce is going to take you, back up, or will it continue down. So very important to keep charting here, especially when you're looking at a higher time frame. You want to look into lower time frames to see if it gives you any hints on what it could be doing on the higher time frame. Okay. So for example, if I want to see if the price action here is going to be breaking the weekly 21 SMA here, or the weekly 50 SMA, which, well, both of these major moving averages, I would usually zoom in onto the daily time frame and see if I can get any hint on there based on the charts, what could be doing on the daily time frame, and see if you can get any hint on the weekly time frame on what could the next move be here, right? Nothing is for certain in this market, so I'm really looking for just a higher probability of a scenario playing out. Okay, so basically 10 to 11 cents area, quite a bit of support. If it breaks those supports, let's revisit this coin later on. So that is what I'm looking at on both the upside and downside case scenarios. Let's take a look into Bitcoin and what I think about the entire market as a whole. But before we do that, if you guys have made it this far into this video and don't already have a Webull account, but want to get some free stocks, if you guys are going to trade crypto or stocks anyways, make sure to check out my referral link down below. They're still giving away 6 to 12 free stocks at the time of this recording. Each stock valued up to $3,000. Terms and conditions do apply. When you open an account and deposit $100 into your trading account. Of course, if you're luckier, then you're going to get a free stock on the higher range. If you're not so lucky, you're going to get something on the lower range. But regardless, you guys are going to get something for free anyways if you guys open an account and deposit $100. And if you guys are going to trade, why not? I also enjoyed using Webull as an exchange, trading cryptos and stocks. I think they're great for beginners, but with any exchange, I would not put most or all my money on one particular exchange in case one goes down, as we have seen with FTX and other exchanges recently, right? So I personally spread my funds around several exchanges, so I don't get wrecked if one goes down. So make sure to check it out below. Let's take a look into Bitcoin here because this is very important. Bitcoin here still staying around, is still staying below 26K right now. The level I am looking at here is to avoid a possible breakdown of this double top pattern, right? Because if it actually breaks this double top pattern, this is the weekly time frame. The measure target is going to take the price action to about the 17K area. Now, measure targets, like I said, are estimates. It does not necessarily have to get there. And there could be a bounce here on the weekly 50 SMA, currently at about 24.2K. Could this be a bounce that would take the price action that would fake out the bears? Or would it be a bounce for the price action to continue downwards? Something that we really have to see, but it's a scenario that, I won't be blindsided to, right? So double top pattern scenario number 1, that's very bearish. If that plays out, I'll be bearish on the markets, a lot more bearish on the markets. Scenario number 2, if the price action is able to continue within this rising channel pattern and reclaim the weekly 200, and it looks like it has to reclaim the weekly 21 as well because they're both very close to each other, right? And continue running within this rising channel pattern, but it is still a bearish pattern. Rising channels are still bearish, okay? And they usually break to the downside. However, the third scenario, if the price action actually comes all the way back up to this, or not even all the way, but like very close, right, to this upper trend line here, then we do have a completion of this cup and handle pattern, which is a lot more bullish case scenario. And the likelihood of upside in the short term is a lot more likely for Bitcoin and for most of the crypto markets, in my opinion. So this is what I'm really looking at. I am both long and short on some altcoins, depending on their setups. But I am still, my sentiment on this market is still bullish until Bitcoin actually breaks down here from that double top. Now, this basically wraps my post today. I don't have any. I am not trading Stellar at this time, but I will open a position if I see a good setup, long or short. But if you guys want to continue to see updates on Stellar, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and I will bring you guys a follow-up if enough of you guys want to see it. All right, that's it for today. On this post, have a great rest of the day.